Hello, this is David with U.S. Advisors Insurance Agency, and this is a tutorial on how to submit a Protective Life Classic Choice Term application via iPipeline. First, you'll want to go to our website, advisors.usadvisorsinsurance.com. Put in your username and password. Once you're logged in, you'll go to the Life tab, Forms. This is where you enter your iPipeline Pass ID. If you don't have an account, you can create one right here. You'll select iGo eApp and log in. This is where you start your new case. You can skip over the proposed insured information here, put in the state where the business will be written. Select Term Life and find available products. This will show you all of the carriers that you can submit applications via iPipeline. In this case, we are going to select the Classic Choice Term for Protective. You can select terms 10 through 40. Now this screen will show you all of the scenarios where if one of these applies, that a paper app will be needed. Go ahead and select no, these do not apply. And here's where you start entering the client's information. Now I do have a 4-page client information sheet that I can send to you that will have all of the information you need to gather on your client to be able to submit one of these applications via iPipeline. Now I do have a pre-completed case I can show you, so I can show you the rest of the steps. Again, this first page is going to be all information for the proposed insured. Down here where it asks, will the proposed insured be the owner? If you mark this no, then you'll have to select the owner type. In this case, we'll select individual. And then the next screen will have the owner's information in one ender. So first the relationship, and then all of their personal information, and if their address is different than the proposed insured. For this application purposes, we're going to mark yes. And then it also asks if available, would you like your client to have their policy electronically delivered? We generally default to yes. However, if the client does want a paper policy, you can certainly mark that no. Now we come to the beneficiary information. Just ask for the name, percentage, and relationship. It also gives the option to enter contingent beneficiary information. And we come to plan information, such as the underwriting class that was quoted, face amount, premium amount, and frequency. And also allows you to add optional benefits or riders. Now we come to the existing insurance section. Does the proposed insured have any life insurance or annuities in force? If that is marked yes, then they will be asked to enter that information in here. Just the company name, year issued, face amount, and whether it's a replacement. Also goes on to ask if this will be replacing, as well as some additional questions here. This is where you can have conditional coverage applied. If you mark yes, bank account is the only option. Then it will allow you to submit the bank account information so that once the application is submitted, then premium will be drafted, so they will have that conditional coverage. Moving on here, it allows you to attach an attachment, such as if a quick quote was run and you wanted to include this with the application, you can certainly do that here. Moving on to agent information, this is where you put your information. If you do not have a protective agent number yet, you can always put pending here. And then where it asks, which are you associated with, you will want to mark BGA/RSM, and then just put our name here as the BGA. and also allows you to add additional agents if there are going to be more than one. Here's where you would validate and lock the data. What this will do is now these sections are all locked. So if you go back to one of these sections, you aren't able to make any changes. However, if you do realize that you entered some incorrect information, you can certainly go back in here, unlock the data, and then go back and make the change and then relock it again. Now here's the agent attestation. You just want to check that. And then when you hit next, that point will allow you to submit this to Protective, and it will go directly to Protective. I will also receive an email here advising me that a Protective application has been submitted. It'll also give me a copy of everything submitted, so it allows me to enter that into my system and set a follow-up for checking on the status of the case. And that is how you submit a Protective app Classic Choice Turn. Thank you very much.